So today I thought I would try the new viral makeup look called the Latte Look. Now this is a look that's been trending this summer and it's supposed to be warm and bronzy like coffee. So I thought it would be fun to try this look out on our mature skin. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. Today, like I said, I thought it'd be fun to try the new viral latte makeup look. Now, I'm not really into trends, especially because I have mature skin, but I thought it'd be fun to test it out for our mature skin. Now, it's supposed to have really warm tones, a really bronzy look, and it's supposed to be effortless. Now, I'm a neutrals girl through and through. I love my coffees, and we're gonna be using products that we already own. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, I am already working on my second cup of coffee. How you doing? Okay, this viral look has so many different interpretations, but the most important is it's supposed to be dewy, effortless, bronzy. So I thought I would start out with primer. I'm gonna be using two different primers today. I know, kind of weird, right? I'm gonna first go in with the L'Oreal Prime Lab 24-Hour Pore Minimizer. This primer is excellent for hydrating. It's also amazing for blurring your pores, and I'm only going to apply it where I need to smooth out my troublesome areas, which is primarily right through here. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do have normal to dry skin, I do have hyperpigmentation, I do have texture, and I find this primer is amazing for smoothing out that area. It also extends the longevity of your makeup, and it just creates a very smooth canvas for your foundation. And since this look is super dewy, and don't get me wrong, I love dewiness, I'm gonna go in with another primer. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but you wanna really focus on the complexion to get it juicy and glowy and dewy. And I'm gonna go in with the Milani Glow Drops. This is a serum primer that has a lot of skin-loving ingredients, and it has a slight tint to it, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm just putting on a tiny little dot, and you know what? I swear the Milani Glow Drops are a dupe for the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum, but at a fraction of the cost. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of that Glow Drops, and I'm going to put it on the outskirts of my face so it gives that natural glow right through there. This is so hydrating and so pretty on the skin. It just gives your skin a really beautiful dewiness, a very natural glow. As I let that settle into my complexion, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Might as well, right? We're kind of gonna go backwards here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply concealer. And I'm going in with, of course, my favorite, the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. If you have a dry under eye, you will love this concealer because it's really hydrating. And I'm only putting it in the areas that need brightening, that need a little bit of covering up, right through there. But this is a great little concealer. I think I put too much on this side. So I'm gonna share it over here and just tap that in. And then whatever's left, I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow primer. Okay, I have my primer on, I have my concealer on. The next step I want to do is the eyes. Today I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorite drugstore eyeshadow palettes. It's from WetNWild. It is the Always Naked eyeshadow palette. It is a 16-pan eyeshadow palette that you can literally get anywhere. It's so perfect if you love neutrals, and it's going to be perfect for our latte look today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this shade right through here, tap off the excess, and all I'm going to do is go right above my crease and go all over right through here, back and forth. And this is just a Refer 27 just to create depth and dimension, and already it's looking beautiful. This is such a great little neutral eyeshadow palette. I swear by this neutral eyeshadow palette. You will use this every single day. The quality is fantastic, the pigment's beautiful, and they're so easy to blend out. It rivals most high-end eyeshadow palettes. It's crazy. And I'm dragging it across my lids. I know, it's a little different, but you will see why. I'm gonna go in with this deeper shade through here, tap off the excess, and almost just stamping it out on the outer thirds of my eyes, and then just smoking it out and bringing it up to create that depth and definition, and blending it in. Remember, you want to use warm tones, and this is working out beautifully. Okay, so I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna go in with that initial color right through here on a not so clean brush, and I'm gonna smoke out the lower lash line. And I know some of you don't like wearing anything under your lower lashes, but this is part of the look, and I wanna stay true to this viral look. I know, it's a trend. And then use that brush to pack in that color that we put on before and blending it out. This is a great little brush for packing color on there and making it look seamless. Look how pretty that is. I mean, my eyes are already smoked out. Super simple, super easy. Now for this look, you may or may not use shimmer. I think for me, I will use a little bit of shimmer, but the shimmer that I want to use today is actually a cream shadow. And I bought it, I'm gonna use it. I've had this for a while. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. It is in a beautiful, warm, bronzy shade, Oyster Pearl. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of that and I'm gonna pop it all over the lid. And the reason why I love this eyeshadow so much, it doesn't show your texture on your lids. It just blends seamlessly onto the eye, and it has fantastic pigment and beautiful longevity. So I'm just gonna tap that onto my eyes. Look how pretty that is. And a dupe to this, or a very close dupe to this, is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Cream Eyeshadow in the shade High Roller. And already I'm looking like a cup of coffee. And then I'm gonna take that initial brush that I started with and blend out those edges. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and tightline the upper waterline so we can give our eyes a little more definition and make the lash band look thicker. And this is just the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Grip Eyeliner in brown denim. And the trend is that you use a brown eyeliner for a softer look. Black is a little bit too stark, and that's the whole idea of the latte look. You want it to be soft, bronzy, glowy. Same goes for your eyes. You definitely want to use a brown eyeliner. And besides, I think it's beautiful. I've always thought brown eyeliner is very becoming and very flattering, especially on mature eyes. Now, the trend also is to put the brown eyeliner in your lower waterline. Now, I used to do that in high school. Raise your hand if you used to always line your lower lash line in high school. And that's part of the trend. And I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like after all these years. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go right on my waterline and see what that looks like. I'm just gonna run it along the lash line like that. Ooh, this is weird. I can't believe I used to do this every single day when I was in high school. Ooh. Now, I know when you put eyeliner on your lower lash line, especially if you have hooded eyes, especially if you're over 40, over 50 like me, it's gonna make your eyes look smaller. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and smoke this out. What's cool about this particular eyeliner, it has a little smudgy tool on the opposite end, so you can just smudge that out so you don't have any harsh lines. Oh, this is really pretty. I'm gonna go back into the Naked palette, and I'm gonna take a tiny pencil brush, and I'm gonna go in with this warm coppery shade right through here, and I'm just gonna pop it right on the middle of my lower lash line, just to waken it up. Look how pretty. Oh, I love this so far. Okay. I stopped doing this a while back, but I want to go ahead and go in with this golden shade right through here, and I'm going to pop it into the inner corner. Now this is something I used to do all the time, but I kind of stopped doing it after a while. But there's a reason why we did this, you guys. It really opens up the eyes. I'm just going to take whatever leftovers on there and pop it right under the brow bone like that. My final step. I'm just gonna take a clean brush and just soften those lines right through there. So I'm taking the residual of that darker transitional shade and blending it upwards. So it's all blended like that. Now, you can skip the lower lash line if you feel like that's gonna close up your eyes. I was definitely curious to see how it would look, and I'm so glad I tried that out because it's a whole different look. It looks very sultry, but at the same time, it's still got that warm, beautiful latte look. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara, and I'm just gonna go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. I have not used this in a long time and I've forgotten how really good it is. And I'm just gonna put on one coat. Now that the eyes are done, we look so good. This is such a pretty, sultry, warm, beautiful, bronzy look. Now we can go back to the complexion. Remember, the latte look is glowy, bronzy, effortless. We have our primer on, we have the glowy primer on the perimeter of my face, and now I wanna go in with bronzer. And the bronzer du jour, the bronzer that I wanna use today is from Physicians Formula. It is their Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer. You know I've been loving this bronzer and I think it's absolutely perfect for this look. We're gonna do some sort of underpainting is what they call it. You wanna apply your products first. This is such a beautiful bronzer. It doesn't add texture, but it does have that Physicians Formula scent. It's gonna add a natural glow to the skin immediately. And I'm actually using a very generous amount. Usually I don't use a lot because typically I'm putting it on top of my skin tint or my foundation. But this way, I really wanna warm up the skin. We wanna look like we just got off the beach. I'm gonna go in with my brush and just tap it in and pretty much just going to town. Bringing it lower on my forehead, like really giving my complexion so much warmth. Ooh, this is perfect for the latte look. Do you see when you blend it out with the brush, that bronzer is really just giving the skin a natural glow. I don't even have foundation on or a skin tint, and my skin looks super healthy. Now for this particular look, you can use blush or you can opt out. Like I said, the main focus is looking bronzy and looking beautiful, and I think our skin is looking really nice. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye area, and I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier new Blur Out powder. Now this is in the shade Honey. It's got a slight tint to it. And I just want to set right under my eyes, right through there where I applied the concealer, through my T-zone and where I tend to get oily. Now for this particular latte look, you can apply blush if you want to, but the whole focus is going to be that golden complexion. And I really think we don't need blush. I really don't think we need it. I think it looks absolutely stunning the way it is. If you want, you can go ahead back in with that same brush with just the residual of the bronzer, but look how beautiful that is. I mean, I don't have any blush on. That's all you need. That's so pretty. Now, you can leave your bronzer complexion like this, juicy, vibrant, dewy, but if you want a little bit of shimmer, and I'm talking a little bit of shimmer, you can put on a bronzy highlight. And this is, again, from Physicians Formula. It is their Bronze Booster. I love it because it has all the seasons right through here. It's a powdered bronzer with just a hint of shimmer. So if you're dying to have a little bit of shimmer, I tend to stay away from it because it tends to accentuate my problematic areas. But if you're hardcore and you want to go bronzy and glowy all the way, I totally get it. I think we should try it out. You know what? I'm just going to swirl it, tap off the excess, hit the high points of my face, right through there. Again, swirl, and right through there. And it's just going to deepen up that glow. It's very subtle. This is a beautiful bronzing powder that's definitely affordable. But see, just a hint of that shimmer. I think the combination of these two are amazing. Okay, now for the final step, lips. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with a Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. I tested this out several months ago. I'm gonna be honest with you, it stings so bad. Does it plump your lips? Not really. I'm in the shade Puffy Nude. You don't have to line your lips, that's entirely up to you. I like to use a lip liner because we're gonna go in with a gloss. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and outline my lips. This is a great little shade for me because it's almost the shade of my natural lip color. It does sting though, let me tell you. Ooh, nude, very neutral. beautiful. Now for the gloss, you can use a lipstick. I like to use a gloss, and in this case, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Gloss. And this is in the shade, oh God. Of course, this is in the shade called Send Nudes. Hello, not good. But yeah, you want to use like a nude color because we have such a beautiful sultry eyeshadow look. And this is just a beautiful warm nude colored lip gloss. Ooh, that's actually very pretty. It looks like I actually drank some coffee, like a nice latte. This is pretty. Is it a little too pale for me? Yes, I think it's a little too pale. If you want, you can go a little deeper. I just wanted to see what that looked like. You can go with a pale lip like I did, but to me, I think it's just washing out all the work that we just did. So I'm gonna remove it, and thankfully, that stinging lip injector. I think I'm gonna go a little deeper for my lips. I'm gonna use the NYX Filler Instinct Lip Balm. This is such a creamy, beautiful lip balm, but it packs a lot of pigment, and I'm in the shade Sugar Pie. It's just super glossy and pretty, and it is supposed to plump your lips, but I don't think so. Oh yeah, I think this is a much better look. It still has the warmth. It still has that beautiful bronzy effect. Love the Filler Instinct. This is beautiful. And here we are with the final look. What do you think? I think this is a super achievable, easy look for everyone. The best part is you can opt in or you can opt out for the eye look and not creating that under eye area. You can just leave that all blank and just use those simple warm shades as your eyeshadow. I wanted to go full force on this look. I think it looks really pretty if you line the lower lash line and just smoking it out, but also adding that pop of shimmer to wake up that eyeshadow look. I think this is lovely. I think the concealer did a great job of covering up my under eye circles and spot correcting. This is so pretty. Leave me a comment down below if you've ever heard of the latte look. But yes, thanks so much for hanging out with me today and letting me share my latte makeup look. And if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. And speaking of our family, I just wanted to let you know, our family just got one person smaller. And I wanted to reach out to all of you and let you know that in case you saw my community page last week, my mom did pass away. She was 95 years old, and I want to thank you sincerely for all the wonderful, warm condolences, your thoughts and prayers. I've read every single one of your comments, and you guys, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I think Vicky would be super proud. As soon as I learned how to walk, I remember watching her meticulously apply her makeup and at night do her skincare and take care of herself. And for me, she was my first beauty influencer. But again, thank you so much for all the prayers and the support. It really means so much to me. So, mahal kita, I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.